Welcome to the City of Rats. Let's kick this. The beautiful thing about the new podcast name, it's all coming together because what's popping off, Dennis? What do we got?
They're literally trying to turn New York City into a city of rats.
How so?
There's a story going around right now that they're proposing. New York City government is proposing that what they'll start doing is if you see a car illegally parked in a bike lane,
Yes.
you take a picture of it, you report it,
Yeah.
and you get 25% of the ticket fee.
Which is $175.
$175. So
is
it's
that?
25% of that is like almost $50.
So we're talking
Right?
50.
40 bucks. Let's call it 40.
Yeah, it's 50. It's basic 25 plus 15.
Yeah.
$40. You get $40 to snitch on people parked in the bike lane.
Yes, which
Yeah.
is a very specific crime.
By
to
the way,
start,
I still think this snitching program is in place. Not the one you're talking about. This one's coming into effect. New York City, they have another thing where if you take video of a car idling for I think 3 minutes or more, you get the person gets ticketed and you get a cut.
But it's only if they follow through with the ticket, right?
What do you mean?
Because I guarantee you, this is New York City, so I guarantee you people are trying to utilize that process, and they're just getting nothing. Same way if you see a cop and you're like, hey, there's a crime being committed over there, please help. They're like, oh, I got my own thing to do. You know what I mean? I can't go do that thing. I got my thing.
He takes out Cat's Cradle. He's trying to solve. You know how hard it is to finish this?
He's got a Rubik's Cube. He's like, don't you see I'm busy?
Yeah, I only have blue, obviously.
He's got the ball in a cup, and he's just keeping it going for it. You know what I mean?
Just the worst games one could possibly do.
He's got a Sudoku book he's just flipping through.
Yeah.
He's got that little wooden thing at diners where it's, I don't know the exact thing, but it's a pyramid with toothpicks.
Yeah.
I never understood that one.
How do you're supposed to jump one over?
Yeah. He's got those glass orbs that you just spin in your hand. You ever see those?
Right, yeah. He's trying to do the New York Times crossword puzzle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sunday edition. He's never going to get through that.
It's blank lives matter.
I need
five letters. I just don't know it. I just don't know it.
Oh, it works.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, but it doesn't fit the crossword then.
He just keep writing ALLES? All as?
What's a eatin instead of kitten? Because black and blue ends with K, ends with E. It was a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a thinking. Don't you dare.
No, you're right.
I had 9 out of the 10 examples.
You had a lot of examples.
I'm going.
Yeah, you're going.
No ginger root.
No. Just full body power. All right. So
yeah, they're trying. Okay, so they already have this program in place.
But this is the thing, though.
And now they're trying to add more.
The reason why the program of the car idling, and I've seen a guy do it.
Really?
I've seen a guy record a truck idling.
Yeah.
And the thing is this, though. 3 minutes is a very long time.
It's a long time.
And it's just enough time for somebody to come around and beat your ass.
Yeah, hit your ass in the head with a tire iron.
Yeah. It's a very dangerous thing to get yourself involved in.
You were actually just reading emails, but you can't, you know what I mean? Like,
one time I was video recording a UPS truck.
Why?
Running over those little barrier things.
I think you can say little people.
No. I witnessed a full-blown murder.
I was recording him running over these little children.
And now I can't close my eyes at night. So he was running over the borders, the little things. I thought it was funny.
Oh, what, those things that...
Yeah, that flap.
Yeah.
They come back up.
I guess that's what they're there for, right?
But it was funny.
It's sure.
It was funny to me.
Yeah.
And he sees me.
Yeah.
He pulls around. He goes, "You filming me?
Uh-huh.
You filming me?"
Yeah.
And I go, "No, I'm updating my phone. Service is terrible out here.
I have to pick out of these pictures which ones don't contain traffic lights, so I'm just comparing to the rest of the city around me." Yeah.
And you know what I start doing?
Why, were you doing something you shouldn't have been doing? Guilty conscience over there, Mr. Truck Driver?
Yeah,
Are you filming me?
There's no phone in his hand.
Yeah.
So he goes, to commit to the bit, I start moving my phone around like I'm looking for service.
Can't get service in this city.
Yeah, this entire city that has nothing but coverage.
Did he ask to see your phone? He believed you?
He drove off.
Okay, he drove away.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if he has to see my phone, I'd be scared as fuck.
You run. No,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just
I
say,
still
go
run.
fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
absolutely.
No, nobody
I
sees
was
my
shooting
phone.
a short on the
Yeah,
street.
I'm shooting a student film, and you just made the final sequence.
I legitimately was shooting a small movie.
Yeah, that's true. You were.
Yeah.
So they're adding more laws, basically. All traffic. Here's the thing. Here's how they kind of have me.
Right.
Because obviously,
Yes.
even though the podcast is called City of Rats,
Yes.
we don't encourage snitching.
No.
We don't encourage the gossip.
No.
You know what I mean? Maybe
Right,
a little
absolutely,
gossip.
yeah.
But we don't encourage like ratting people out and stuff like that. However,
Right.
we also have a history on this podcast of loving some good traffic justice.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We don't
Yeah.
like people cutting in.
No.
You know where you're going. Be where you're supposed to be before
Right.
it's too late.
But if you're gonna do it, I do like egregious behavior.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, you better go big.
Yeah,
all right?
go
That's
big.
the thing.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't cut halfway into the line.
Yeah.
Go right to the end.
go all the way to the end
Right,
again.
right. Go right into the end. Cut right where you're not supposed to. The worst time. Really piss somebody off.
Yeah. So like if I saw someone, the idling thing, even though it's terrible for the air and whatever.
yeah.
Listen, you live in New York City. You're not getting good air one way or the other.
No. You didn't come here to breathe right.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You know why you're here.
Yeah. You're chasing your dreams because you're breathing in traffic fumes all day. Okay, and you're half asleep.
Yeah.
I do, though, if you're blocking the bike lane, even though
Right.
I'm not a bicyclist,
Yes.
I could see how over time you build resentment. And you're like, no, I'll start. Also, at $40 a pop, you could go out and task rabbit this shit, just be running all around the city looking
You
for
just
people.
go along the bike path. This is
Yeah.
a long one near where I live.
Right.
And you could just go all the way up that.
Yeah.
Make yourself a little bit of loot.
But at the same time,
Right.
why stop there?
Yeah.
Why stop at like, email the city with the video and
Right,
we'll
right.
give them a ticket and you
Sure.
get some money and stuff. Why not just, if you're going to make us do the work of law enforcement, give us a gun.
Why can't we have guns?
And if someone's stopped in the middle of the bike lane, you shoot out their back window.
That's all. That's all. We're
You know what's
asking
more
for.
of a deterrent than a $170 ticket? A broken back windshield.
Yeah, that'll get you to act real
that
quick.
shit's scary.
Yeah,
all right?
absolutely. I will say this though: if I'm in the bike lane, I'm parked there illegally, and somebody
Do
takes
you
a
do
photo-
that much?
No, never.
If you're running in for a slice, maybe?
No, never.
Something quick?
I've never done it.
Okay.
So
You never double parked?
I've double parked. I've never double parked onto a bike lane.
So double parking in a bike lane, theoretically, in your mind anyway,
Yeah.
worse than just double parking.
No, it's just there's never been a bike lane. It's just never happened.
Okay, all right.
I'm saying it's just timing.
I hear you. I got
That's
you.
what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I've lucked out.
Okay.
Listen,
You've lived a very charmed life.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it when we leave right now. I don't give a fuck.
Nothing but green lights for this guy.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So nothing but parking everywhere,
Oh,
always, never, no
beautiful.
tickets. So this is the thing. I just don't think that if I park in the bike lane and somebody's taking a photo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. How about this? I'll toss you $20. You taking it?
We act like this never happened.
Yeah, you taking it? If you're in this situation, you're the guy taking the photo. I'll give you $20 right now. You delete that photo.
I'd prefer that over the idea that the New York state government is going to hit me with 40 eventually.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck with that, dude.
Yeah.
You ever tried to get paid your money from jury duty?
No.
I have. Same thing, $40
Man.
a day. I needed that money, man.
Sometimes you hit me with some shit that makes me feel so bad for you, and this is one of them.
No, fuck you. First of all, fuck you
Okay,
because
sure.
it's a matter of principle, and you would feel the same way.
You're right.
When you
I
do
would.
jury duty, you're allowed to get $40 for the
Yes,
day.
right.
I apply for the $40, and then you send me a thing that says I was only there for 1 day when I was there for 4. That's what happened to me.
Right.
No, fuck you. I'm gonna follow up. I want that money. It's the principle of the matter.
Sure.
Never got it.
Never got it.
Never got it.
All right. Well.
So actually, when I park in the bike lane,
Yeah.
it's for jury duty. Someone takes a picture. I'm like, no. I did jury duty 2 years ago.
This is fine. I actually can park here for 3 more times.
Yeah, this is okay.
So, and this is the thing. I cycle though in the city. I bike. So I need the bike lanes being free matter to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. But the problem is they're adding more and more and more bike lanes.
Right.
So parking is being
Too many bike lanes? Ooh, this ain't Amsterdam, all right? This is New York City.
I know. I understand that, man. But I think that few less cars wouldn't be the worst thing.
I'll take it one further.
Yeah.
I say we decimate a tenth of the population. Not just kill.
Yeah.
Decimate.
Decimate. We're talking full ashes.
Yeah. I'm talking Dr. Manhattan tentacle level explosion in the Lower East Side. No. Upper West Side.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Give it
fair.
to them.
But we're going to talk about cyclists because some of them, a lot of them can be raging assholes.
Yeah, I've had a guy slam on my hood, but I'm in the wrong. And technically, I'm in the wrong. But I'm
Right,
also
right.
like, I don't know. I wasn't looking for you that 1 second.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But there is a story that came out recently. This guy, cyclist, professional cyclist,
Right. A professional, not just some commuter.
Not some weekend cyclist like the rest of you fucks out there.
Yeah, not some guy going to his graphic design job downtown. All right,
you loser.
Somebody who does this.
You fucking dork.
Somebody talk about cycling. This guy's cycling through steroids.
Yeah.
Putting drugs in his ass. That's what it's called.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Sometimes I say jokes and I know you're not going to get them. And I look at you and you give me that look like a dog that farted and didn't realize it was itself. Like a dog farted and wakes itself up and was like, what? What's that?
So it's like, I get that. I like that. I respect that.
Right.
That's a great reference. But this is the thing. Cycling through drugs in the asshole. I mean, I didn't even,
That's what steroids, you give yourself shots in the butt and you cycle. Like, you can't just do it all the time. You need to go through cycles of the drug.
Oh, okay.
Looking at you, I know you don't do steroids. And I know you don't know about them.
Yeah, I know you don't do steroids.
If I come back from this tour and you're jacked, I'm going to be scared.
Good. What'd
you say about me last week?
I'm just ripping through the shirt.
Or you're wearing a muscle, fake padded thing. I'm like, Kunal, please, this is... You're like, no, look at this six-pack.
And it's actually underneath there?
It's so soft. I just lay my head on it.
Yeah. I have the muscle shirt, the muscles underneath, just to be an idiot, just to throw you off.
I'm wearing a tuxedo T-shirt. What's going on here? What is this, the fucking
And
circus?
then I tear off the tuxedo T-shirt. There's an actual tuxedo?
This is off the fucking rails, dude.
Yeah. What do you mean?
You playing with me?
You telling me
off the rails?
You telling me we get crazy?
You get crazy? This ginger is going straight to your head, my guy.
It's gotten a little bit wild.
So wait, what happened? Yeah, okay. What was this guy? French or Australian? What's
Australian?
He? Ooh,
so basically,
they got
and
short
tell
tempers.
me if this man is in the wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know.
Asshole court.
Yes.
Am I the asshole?
Yeah. Am I the asshole?
Is this guy the asshole?
Is this guy the asshole? We got guy goes. He's got a race the next day, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a hotel.
Yep.
Goes to sleep. Hears children running amok.
Ugh. We've been there. Haven't you been? We spent a lot of time at hotels.
Yes, we have.
Hotels are supposed to be kind of sacred.
The hallway it should remain creepy.
Yes, right, exactly. I was going to say quiet, but creepy is even better.
Yeah, it should remain eerily quiet.
Yeah. If you're in a hotel hallway and you like look down the hall and you see somebody else, God forbid if you're both walking towards each other,
right?
Because it's like you can't stare at them.
No.
You don't want to not look at them.
Right,
Get your guard down. And now you're getting harassed by a ghost.
I'm going to tell you right now, even I wouldn't know if the person's alive or not. Even if they're wearing flip-flops and like beach gear to go into the pool, that still would. I turn around, I look back, the person's gone.
Yeah.
It could be a ghost.
Yeah.
That's
the hallway is sacred ground. You
100%.
don't bother people. You keep it quiet. Keep it moving. You know
the hotel I was in this past weekend, the guy had his dog came up out of nowhere. I didn't see the guy. I saw the dog first.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, hello, cute little dog.
You thought this dog had a room? Dog's like, have you seen room service? I ordered kibbles and bits 2 hours ago.
He barks. His card comes out of his mouth. So,
I'm imagining a little dog with a do not disturb sign trying to get it on the...
He's trying to get it onto the handle. Oh, that's so cute.
I don't have thumbs. Could you help me, sir?
Yeah. I turn around. I look back. Dog's gone.
Yeah. There's no pets allowed in this hotel,
no,
sir. Try to talk to the front desk.
Yeah, we changed that rule in 1985. So
kids are running amok in the hallway.
Probably
playing Red Rover.
What is that?
That's that game where you make a hand link with friends and then someone tries to run through the link. It's actually a pretty violent game for a kid's game.
There's a lot of violent kid games. Suicide was a kid game.
The best kind. Oh, yeah. Suicide?
Suicide's where you...
Little suey?
Yeah. I don't remember. Do you remember the rules of Suicide?
Oh, for sure.
Throw me the rules out here.
So the rules of Suicide, it's such a simple game because the whole concept is you throw a ball at the wall.
Yeah.
And if someone catches the ball off the wall before it bounces, that's an out.
Yeah.
Now, there's a couple... It's regional.
Right.
Depending on what...
It's like beer pong rules.
Yeah, depending on what elementary school you went to. Mm-hmm. Now, if you catch the ball on the fly...
What elementary school you went to.
Whoever...
Yeah, it's accurate. That's 100% accurate.
That's when I played it.
No, it's 100% accurate.
Yeah, you don't play... You move on to handball eventually and become a real scumbag. But you start off by playing Suicide 100%. If you're in New York. So if you catch the ball on the fly, whoever threw that ball has to run to the wall and touch the wall.
Yeah.
To avoid getting pegged.
Right.
Once he touches the wall, you can't peg him. But... He's fair game. He's a gazelle running through fat kids, dumb kids. Absolutely. Everyone was welcome on the Suicide court.
100%.
The other thing was if you went to go for a catch, even if it was whether it was on the fly or off a bounce, if you went to go catch the ball and you touched the ball but didn't catch it, and then it hits the ground, that's an out. You better start running towards that wall. I'm going to come up right next to you, grab that, and peg you in the back.
Right, of course.
There's another thing where you get three outs, then you go up to the wall and bend over.
Right.
That's real hardcore because everyone gets to throw the ball at you now.
Wait, at your asshole. Wait,
yeah.
If you get 3 outs, you have to go to the wall. And
There's no more like, oh, I can run to the wall and touch it. It's like, nope, everyone relax because
Yeah.
Billy's got to stand at the wall and bend over.
And
well, you put your hands on the wall.
Right.
A lot of people would stick their ass out.
Right.
But now everybody gets a turn to throw the ball at you.
Yes, and this is the thing. Getting hit in the back of the head, not as bad as back.
The small of the back?
Centers to small.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would you guys play with a handball, though, or a tennis ball? Because that's another thing.
Handball.
Yeah, we would play with a tennis ball because we were a little kid. You get that handball going.
Yeah.
God forbid you get a pickleball. You kill somebody. You go to the nurse like, another pickleball injury?
He has a full pickleball fully in his asshole.
I mean, the name of the game was suicide.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy. We're talking about children's games being violent.
Uh-huh.
And that's the first one we go to. Most kids play dodgeball. And that's a pretty bad game.
Yeah.
But suicide in New York City was 10 times worse.
Rampant.
I used to play, there was a game, and I don't even think it's, you know how we talk like city to city?
Uh-huh.
In India, of children's games, there was a game I used to play called...
They didn't call it suicide, they just called it life. You just deal with it.
Yeah.
That's just it.
The guy hands you a vest. He's like, catch the bus. I don't know.
Was that a suicide bomb joke? All right, you went there, not me. I didn't mean it like that.
I know. But
I didn't mean suicide bomber.
No, I thought it was funny. I wanted to go for it.
You're allowed to.
Yeah, I go.
I'll make IRA jokes. You make those.
Oh, right, here we go.
Yeah.
So, but this game called Pitu. And basically, it's 2 teams.
Uh-huh.
One team has to, there's like 10 flat rocks.
Yo, already. You're playing with rocks?
Yeah, bro.
One time my cousin came over from Ireland, and as a tease, my brother goes, so you guys don't even have electricity over there. What do you do? She goes, we play with rocks. She was kidding. You guys, well, not you guys, but them in India really just playing with flat rocks? The only acceptable game playing with a flat rock is skipping it across a body of water.
Well, hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out. At first, I also mocked.
Okay.
I jested.
Yeah.
I go, look at you.
Now you're pro.
Yeah. Look at you poor bastards.
Uh-huh.
You losers. But then I entered the game of Pitu.
Yeah.
And Pitu, this is 2 teams.
Yeah.
One team, it's a giant field. Center field is the pile of rocks. Okay? One team has to stack the rocks.
Yes.
The other team has a ball and is wailing it at the people trying to stack the rocks.
Okay.
So do you see what's happening? There's one team.
What kind of a ball?
Tennis ball.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like you're trying to stack these rocks and somebody is wailing it. You got to duck out the way. If you get hit, you're out.
Sure.
But there's a thing.
Oh, okay. So you got to avoid the ball.
But when you're throwing it to the other team who's trying to stack, right? There's the throwers and the stackers.
You can't do both. If you're stacking, you can't touch the ball.
No, you can't touch the ball.
Okay.
If you're stacking, you got to stay away from the ball. Can't touch you at all. Touches you at all, any which way, rolls at you, touches your foot, you're out.
Yeah.
So as a stacking team, you got to be strategic as to getting in there. But the throwing team also has to be strategic because you throw the ball, and let's say it misses the stacker.
I was gonna say it's like an open field, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You better hope there's another guy on the other side to
Right.
get the ball and also throw it at the stacker.
So can the throwers go anywhere?
Yeah, anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's stopping a thrower from just grabbing a ball and running up to somebody
And what?
who's
Like
stacking and just hitting him with it? Yeah.
You
Or is
gotta
that
throw
part
it.
of it?
You got to throw it.
But even like a foot away, like you,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
could get that close.
Yeah, no, you gotta. You got to. I don't know. There's a circle around the stacking field.
I feel like you're making this up on the fly.
No. I'm just trying to remember why. I don't know why you couldn't just go up to somebody and tap them and
Right.
be like, you're out.
Well, rules are rules.
Right. But I think that there also was a circle in the thing.
There was a circle?
There was a circle.
This is like watching J.K. Rowling trying to figure out Quidditch on the spot. Be like, no, there's a ball and it's got wings on it and you're on a broomstick. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Sure, Rowling.
And the broomsticks fly.
All right, so there's a circle involved. Okay.
Yeah.
But would it get a little heated, a little violent maybe?
Yeah, dude, you get hit in the head.
Yeah.
Shit hurts.
Also, can you throw the ball to knock down the stack of rocks?
No.
Oh, the stack of rocks is sacred.
That's sacred.
And then once one team finishes with their stack, they sacrifice the other team.
They hand
to Krishna. Did I get it right? Is it Krishna?
It's Krishna.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Close enough.
New York accent.
There you got it.
Krishna.
Krishna. Yeah, I got my buddy Krishna.
K-Money.
Yeah. So we're talking Red Rover. I love it. Now let's get back to this guy.
Yes. So this guy's trying to sleep. He's got a big
because the
race
the halls should be quiet. Absolutely quiet. Eerily quiet.
Yeah.
And haunted.
Yes.
And the
preferably
kid's running around. They start knocking on his door. And this is the thing. They're not even chill. They're not like 5, 8 years old.
Right.
13. You know better.
You know better.
You know better. You know better.
Where are the parents? Kids, get out of here and just run around the hallways for a while.
You tell me if I got my kids here. Kids said they're gonna go play in the hallway. What are you trying to do if you're with your wife? Trying to get lucky.
Trying to get laid.
Trying to get laid.
Don't bring your kids then. You got your lays in. Now look what it got you. Kids running amok in the hallway, disgracing the family name.
100%. I'm gonna tell you right now, no kids of mine be running around the hallway like that.
So what did this guy do?
So this guy comes out, starts yelling.
It's not America, so there's no gun. Because you wave a gun in this situation.
I'm gonna tell you right now, American hotel, you just take the gun out, you let it peek out the door, and then justice is served.
You put googly eyes on the barrel and just point it either way.
You start shaking it.
You give it a little. It's like a puppet. Yeah. What are your kids doing? Don't you know you should keep it down? People are trying to sleep.
Hallway should be eerily quiet.
You wouldn't want me coming out and shooting up the place, would you? Good night, Mr. Gun. Thanks, kids. Remember, keep it down or I'll fucking kill you. I forget to turn my safety off sometimes. Accidents happen. But don't let them happen out here. Technically, you're at my door. That's self-defense.
That should be a PSA, to be honest.
For sure.
That should be a PSA.
Yeah.
All right.
And then his Russian cousin visits every once in a while. Mr. AK-47.
We're out here playing pickleball. I have big bullets.
In Russia, always stay quiet.
So, comes out there.
Yeah.
Roughs up the kids.
Hold on. He didn't rough them up, right?
He shoved one of them.
Yeah.
They grazed the wall.
I think he shoved both.
Yeah, I think he shoved both.
But I like to think, in my head, two teenage girls.
Yeah. They're two teenage girls.
Young girls. He opens the door. He's like, oh, it's going to be easy. This is going to be easy.
Yeah.
And he just boom. Like, a good face smashing. New York City people love a good face smash. You ever been face smashed?
Like
a mush, and they just push your face away?
Yeah. I once tried to mush.
Yeah.
I was drunk.
Sure.
Me and my girlfriend.
You mushed your girlfriend?
She was in my face.
Domestic abuse. Cut this from the podcast. She was in your face?
She was in my face.
Oh, you had to do something.
I had to get her out of there. She was taking all the air. She's taking all the air. You know how it is. But this is the
thing, thought she was about to spit in my mouth. But
I would have been happy. This is the thing, though. I came in to mush. I came in too fast. So I just ended up smacking her.
She just open-handed.
I opened up smacking her.
Yeah. You volleyball spiked her face.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And how did she take it?
Oh, she came back and hit me. She came back.
She whooped my ass.
She whooped my ass. Yeah. But I remember I brought it up to her recently.
Recently?
Yeah, we're still friends.
Yeah.
And
you got to be after a physical altercation like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I emceed her wedding. Come on.
I roll with her at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
I mushed her during the wedding. I mushed her to the groom.
Yeah, mushed her face into the cake.
Yeah, because like she had nobody to walk her down the aisle, so I mushed her all the way to the groom.
And now for the musher. So wait, you had her up recently? What you like? I
brought it up to her because I thought about that.
Yeah,
and she said to me, she was like, "Oh yeah, we were both drunk. I remember that night." I didn't even care.
She didn't even remember.
She didn't even care.
You're like, you remember that time I abused you?
Yeah. She was like, I'm pretty sure we were both yelling at each other.
I've worked through a lot of therapy, and that hasn't come up yet.
Yeah, that's the least of my problems.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, cool. We high-fived, got lunch, everything was great. Mushed her right
there.
You
went in for a mush, but she high-fived you? She's like, not again. No.
So,
yeah, so he mushes them both.
Mushes these kids.
One of them falls, I think. The other one's elbow grazed the wall.
Grazed the wall.
Interesting choice of words.
Everyone likes to be a victim, huh?
Yeah. Your elbow grazed the wall?
Big fucking whoop.
What the fuck are you even talking about?
Big deal. I fell down the stairs today.
Yeah.
Full on fell down the stairs. I fall down these stairs because I was going to the car. Stairs are wet.
Outdoors, right?
Outdoors.
So falling outdoors in New York City is tough.
This was in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Yeah. It's fine.
Ground's softer there.
Nobody saw it. My elbow fucking scraped up, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like I go, and I'm thinking, I'm laying there for like 5 seconds, and I go, who am I going to call?
That's always good too. After you fall and you give yourself a minute to be like, well, I'm already down here.
Yeah, I'm already down.
Let me just lay down.
This is what it is. I look up. Nobody could see past where I'm at. I'm like, who gives a shit?
I used to slip on ice when I was in college all the time.
You make it seem like it was a hobby.
It's code for doing meth. I used to slip on ice, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it was actually, it happened often enough that it was like an inside joke between my friends where like if we were walking somewhere and we saw some ice, everyone would handily get over it, but they'd all turn to like watch me, fucking all 6'5", 300 pounds,
like a bear on ice.
Yeah, like a bear on ice, and I would go down all the time. Right. And when you fall down, you gotta.
What are your shoes made of,
dude? I don't know. All right, I would wear sneakers, like skate sneakers. You know what I mean? They're kind of flat.
Sure.
They're supposed to have good grip.
Right.
They don't.
No, they do not.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, the grip is on the board.
Right, it's grip.
Yeah,
it's grippy for grip tape.
Yeah, it's grippy for grip tape. Like the grip, the rough part should be at the bottom of the shoe.
Yeah, I did try to make a change to it because I was wearing the skate sneakers all the time, but I kept falling on the ice. Then I switched to stilettos, and I was falling no matter the weather. You know what I mean? From a higher place. Now I'm 6'8".
Yeah, you're getting your heel in the grate.
Yeah, I'm getting. I'm stuck. Won't some young man help me out? Help a lady get her shoe out of the grate?
This is your Made in Manhattan?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I never saw it.
It's fine. Hey, don't you run a movie podcast?
That means I got to see every
fucking movie, bro.
Dumb bitch movie that comes out?
Jesus
I get real angry real quick.
You get real sexy.
Made in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Was that the one where Jennifer Lopez was a maid and she fucking marries her guy?
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about that on the last podcast and then she murdered him with a hammer?
That's enough.
Something similar to that?
Enough. Yeah. So go on.
All right, so this biker, he pushes these two young girls.
Right.
And they go to their dad, and like I believe the dad is now pressing charges.
Yes.
He wakes up the next day for the race. He drops out an hour in and immediately starts to fly home because he's looking at charges.
Yes.
And he goes on, like they asked him about it, and he was like, I shouldn't have done it. I lost my cool in the moment.
Yeah.
I feel like I've ashamed my country. And I'm pretty sure me and you are here in the States looking up this guy's shirts because I want to support him.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I say not the asshole.
Oh, you say not the
I say not the asshole. When you are trying to sleep in a foreign place and you have something important to do the next day, one of the most important days of your year, I have to imagine.
100%.
And you ask these kids to stop and they keep doing it? Because I think he asked them to stop first.
Yeah. No, he walked out there.
Yeah.
And then he got to business.
But didn't he, before he pushed them, didn't he like
peek his head
out and say, hey, stop?
I do not know if that's the case.
Right.
I don't know if that's the case.
What if the other bikers sent those kids?
I'm going to tell you right now, that is a phenomenal idea. Fucking up someone's whole rest cycle before they cycle? Great idea.
That's essentially what they did in Happy Gilmore, right? He pays this guy to just go fuck with him outside of the golf course, right?
I don't remember the movie, man.
Oh, yeah. No, he paid this guy, and he'd just be there and be like, hey, asshole. And he'd be fucking with Adam Sandler's character. But that's probably where these girls are probably from the Kremlin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're from the competition.
Yeah, that's what I think.
They get on the bikes and they cycle out of there.
He goes to his bike the next day. He's got two flats.
Yeah.
And there's just like a bow that was in the girl's hair on the handlebar. You know what I mean? You know who did this.
Right.
I mean, I don't think he's...
like a pencil with butterflies on it?
Pushing kids...
to the ground.
Into the ground. It's tough, man. But when you're fucking with somebody's sleep... Like, he's remorseful.
Listen, remorseful is great. Still the asshole.
Yeah.
You can't shove children.
It's very hard to justify hitting kids.
This is the thing. I mean, yeah, you can.
They're teenagers.
I don't believe in hitting children at all in any way.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say. I'm going to say this though. I do think that you came out You came out hot and heavy.
You know he's all. You know he's been cycling through steroids. He's all jacked up.
Yes.
He's got roid rage.
Yes, he's got roid rage. Yes. I just, I know what roid rage is, but I thought hemorrhoid rage was the issue. You know what I mean? I'm sitting on a balloon out here.
He's got bumps on his asshole.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I've been taking sits in a hotel bath. So this is when you come out and start like right out, you start going at children like that. Man, I want to be on this man's side.
Right.
I want to be.
I am on this man's side.
Yeah, I am. Like,
it's probably not a good look, but I'm still like, I get it.
I'm like, this is the thing. I'm like the guy where it's just like, if he had like a PR guy, I'm like, listen, David is sorry. He's clearly gonna, whatever consequences there are, he'll own up to them. Thank you for this time. Have a good night.
It's a learning moment.
Yeah, it's a learning moment. Hopefully, he'll use this time to be better for himself and the world around him and the country he represents.
Honestly. He had switched allergy medicines recently, and it was really fucking him up.
Yeah. However, he once the mic goes off, I'm going, hey, mate.
Fuck those kids,
Hey, mate. Fuck those kids.
Fuck those kids, mate.
Those kids can eat a dick, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. It's tough. Hitting I would like to see the video, too, though.
Yeah.
Because he could have came out, and maybe they got in his face, and he just kind of like, whoa. Like,
if he started playing Red Rover, he clotheslines these kids.
That's the other thing, too.
Yeah.
He could have came out, and they could have got close to him, and he might have been like, whoa, back up, give me space.
Right, yeah.
And they fall over because they're teenage girls. Mm-hmm. Or the video could show him kicking open the door and just like windmilling. You know what I mean?
He comes out with 2 pillowcases.
Yeah, right.
Filled with bike shoes, and he's swinging them on. He's like clearing court.
This guy could have grabbed the fire extinguisher off the wall and just started bing, bing.
I thought spraying it, but that's much more violent.
I'm more like, end somebody right here. But also the fucking nerve of this dad, though, to seek legal repercussions instead of being like, what are you guys acting? You acting the cunt? You acting the cunt for? I can't do an Australian accent. No. I can't do Australian father, mate. But like, if my dad came out and found out that we were fucking, that's another thing, too. If these 2 young girls were young boys. Yeah. Does that sway you at all? Where it's like, The
reason why is because I just find hitting kids so abhorrent. Yeah. But I'm not opposed to yelling your fucking head off.
Right.
Like if you came out there and you called one fat, like I'm okay with that. I literally mean you could just say, you could call, like if someone's got like a bum leg, I say tease them to the point that they're in tears.
So you want to create trauma that'll last a lifetime as opposed to a grazed elbow on the wall. Because I'll tell you what, I had adults make fat jokes at my expense when I was a kid, and now I'm fucking doing podcasts with you on Sundays and stand-up shows, and still trying to get over this shit.
Right. Okay, I get that. Well,
and I've only gotten fatter. I thought I'd grow out of it. I've had moments of decency, but every meal I'm like, they were right. Look at you, you fat bastard.
Aunt Lorraine, this piece of shit. So
going to the water park, those were tough days.
Yeah,
right?
I get it. They're just kicking you in the back of the head to get down the tube. They got that gladiator-sized Q-tip.
Yeah. I bet it was a nice hotel because he's a professional biker and he's whatever, international traveler, competitor.
Sure. This father is probably pissed. He was trying to get laid, didn't happen, had to deal with all this bullshit. Now he's probably trying to take his anger out on this guy.
Yeah, he also might smell blood in the water. There's money to be made there. From this.
Right.
But meanwhile, these 2 girls were acting like cunts.
And that's...
Being cunty has repercussions.
Yes. Yes, but I do think that this guy is asshole of the week. Not asshole, just asshole, period.
You think he's
in the wrong?
All right.
He's in the wrong. It's fine. I'd agree to disagree.
I agree. Listen, I'm not here promoting hitting kids.
Yeah.
I heard you say you think it's abhorrent.
Yeah.
I will ask, have you ever hit a kid?
No.
Well, don't judge until you've tried it. You know what I mean? Because I got to tell you.
Let me tell you.
I think I've hit kids.
Satisfying?
A kid. My youngest brother's 10 years younger than me. I probably whacked him when he was 10 and I was 20.
Satisfying?
So satisfying. I'll tell you, if I could have hit...
I want to, please give me the detail. Because your brother is 10 years younger.
If I could hit a few more kids, I could finally give up this comedy bullshit. And get over these fat jokes I endured as a child.
That's all you need. It's like you're trying to put the Triforce of your life together, and all you need is to hit 3 more children.
If you have any kids who need some disciplining,
right,
you should be able to outsource discipline. You know what I mean? But it's like, I would never hit my kids.
Right.
But my boy Bob, he drinks. And
and the kid, he's got a good hand. Yeah, he's real quick with it.
Tender. Like, he hits him, but he teaches him a lesson. Then he'd be like, now, you know why I did that? You know why? I don't want your mom calling me again next week over this bullshit.
You know why your mama called me.
You keep it down in the hallway.
She told you 3 times.
Yeah. Backhand Bob. Bobby backhand.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you're backhand Bob, how much you charging?
$50 a slap.
$50, right?
Yeah, because you could ruin a reputation 100%. Real quick.
If I got to take tolls, 75.
Fair. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Plus travel and expenses. Yeah.
Plus travel.
Yeah.
I think the 50's like a firm 50.
I think we got to burgeoning business on our hands here.
Anything under 25 miles, $50.
No, I think I'd probably hit Aiden, never hard, but definitely if he was. I think that what parents always say is they're like, if you hit a kid, to be like, that's dangerous, don't do it.
Right.
But still, you should be able to convey these thoughts with words only.
Yes. Yeah. But you've hit your brother.
Here I am trying to defend hitting kids. I can't remember a specific instance, but I'm sure I put hands on him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Didn't help. He a bitch.
He's ripped now. Kid's jacked now.
Oh, I wouldn't hit him now.
Yeah, of course. He'll fuck you up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Did you have a rat of the week? I think
do.
you had said.
Yeah. So a new segment we're doing on the podcast is called Rat of the Week.
Yeah.
Every week we're letting out. We're calling somebody. The person just real shit behavior.
Real rat.
Real rat.
And if you got someone you think should be covered on Rat of the Week, send that shit in.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is a quote from said person.
Okay.
When I go, I want my casket to be driven through the New York City Pride Parade with the plaque that reads, "She wasn't for everyone, but she was for us. Who can arrange?" Quote, Lena Dunham.
What's your history with Lena Dunham? You have any history? You ever watch Girls?
I've
Any of her
watched a few
movies?
episodes.
Tiny Furniture? I'm surprised I remember that.
I watched. I remember the movie. I didn't watch it. I watched a few episodes of Girls.
I did secretly watch Girls for a couple seasons.
Really?
I never finished it. I fell off of it because it was just getting too much.
It was too irritating.
I'm like,
I watched like I'd check in with different episodes, and then after a while, I was like, I can't watch this anymore. This is getting absurd.
Right. I don't, I don't, a lot of people hate on her. I don't know enough about her. I know she had that little flare up because in her like biography that she wrote or something, she mentioned, I mean, I hesitate to use the word rape, but she was sexually maybe harassing her sister or something. Allegedly. But also when kids are kids, they do weird shit. They play doctor and stuff.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
I'm not here to judge like that.
Right. You're out here swinging on children.
I was just about to say.
You don't got time to check their blood pressure.
I'm not going to judge your kid if they're playing doctor when they're less than 10 years old.
Right.
But if you want me to come over there and hit one of them because you don't want them playing doctor, I'm very affordable.
You call Bobby Backhand, right?
You call Bobby
We'll
Backhand.
put the number down here on the screen.
I'm going to make an Instagram page for Bobby Backhand. Child disciplinarian.
Yeah. So
that's pretty heavy, though. That's pretty self-grandy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I have a story.
Okay.
About Lena Dunham. Have I ever told the story?
Not that I know. I don't think. No.
Shelter story?
Shelter?
Yeah.
You were working at a homeless shelter with Lena Dunham?
No, let's be honest.
You were working at a homeless shelter and she came in homeless.
Imagine.
What kind of shelter?
Dog shelter.
Okay.
Yeah, pound. Was there a difference?
I don't think so.
I think
pound is like a colloquialism.
Okay. All
right. Okay.
I don't know enough. I don't know enough.
Context clues? You're like, all right, that's fine.
All right, man, sounds about right. So,
what, you were going to the pound in search of a dog? Is this before you got baby Bruce?
So, this is getting baby Bruce.
Okay.
So, this is a story that came out a little while ago. My girl and I, we got Bruce like 6 years ago.
Right.
So, we get Bruce. We're first of all, when you're trying to get a dog in New York City, some of these places have Instagram pages.
Uh-huh.
So, you'll go to the Instagram page to be like, oh, my God, this dog's so cute.
Yeah.
You'll message them.
Yeah.
They'll be like, dog spoken for.
You're like, that dog's been dead for 6 years. We've been using that picture to drive up traffic.
They're catfishing?
Yeah,
they're dog fishing?
I believe so. Yeah. They are. They're dog fishing.
So the dogs get taken quickly. That's the thing.
The cute ones.
The cute ones.
Sure.
Right. So we go. So now we're like, all right. Well, Dina was working for a while. There was a dog place called Bark Shelter.
Bark Shelter.
Yeah.
Very creative.
Yeah. It's like Brooklyn Animal Rescue Coalition.
Oh, it's okay.
It's an acronym.
Yeah.
So we go there and we see, she's looking around. We get in there. There's it's a windowless room. There's dogs in all these cages. And, this one dog, Pitbull's throwing his bowl against the gate. It was like trying to get more water. It's like a fucking roughhouse in there.
Dude, that is a wild image.
Yeah.
Of like just throwing the ball because it wants more water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like very wild. And it's
also
loud.
Like, give him some fucking water.
I know. Yeah. I'm like looking around. I go, can we get this guy?
Yeah. He ain't looking for filet wrapped in bacon.
Right.
He's just looking for some water.
I think the guy had just explained, like, he does this all the time. He has so much water. Trust me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we walk in and there's like a side section and that's just filled with donations. Dog food, treats.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So people like give a lot to this place.
That's good.
Yeah.
Bark Shelter?
Bark Shelter.
Support them.
Yeah. So they have actually a thing called where if you sign up through your Amazon account, whenever you make Amazon purchases, they get like a couple pennies off each purchase.
That's nice.
Yeah. So
Couple pennies. Fucking Amazon.
I know. What are you going to do? So, Bezos only gives the pesos. So we go out, we go there, and then she spots Bruce, baby Bruce. He comes over to her, licks her hand through the little gate. She goes, "This is it. I'll take
right
it."
away.
Yeah, I'll rip this gate off.
Yeah.
She
Were you skeptical?
Of course I was skeptical.
Yeah.
She's shaking the gate like Terminator 2.
Give me that dog.
So we take him for a walk. He's great. He's phenomenal. I'm filling out the paperwork.
They let you take him for a walk in the building?
No, like you get around the block.
Does someone go with you?
No.
So you could have gotten him for free?
No, you leave your license.
Oh, I guess they have your information.
You leave your license.
Yeah. That would be me. I'll be like, we don't need to go back.
Yeah, we're good. This is all the paperwork we need.
Yeah.
So no, we do that. I film out the paperwork, and I'm like, man, this dog's all right.
Or,
Yeah.
you stage the dog somehow got away from us. I don't know. Meanwhile, it's in your trunk.
Yeah.
Total accident.
I mean, I guess we could.
I don't know why I'm trying to scam.
Yeah, why are you trying to scam
a dog?
an animal?
Also, they're not
rescue coalition.
Yeah, they're not charging you much, right?
Yeah,
it's a rescue.
It's
That's the whole thing.
$150.
Yeah, it's very reasonable.
It's a reasonable price.
But you know what's more reasonable?
Yeah.
$0. $0.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, the idea of being like the dog got away.
Yeah.
Genius. Absolute fucking genius. I would have never thought about that.
Because they're not gonna be like,
what a scumbag person for you to come up on the fly too. A real seedy individual.
You got to see all the angles, bro.
Absolutely, and I respect it. So I'm filling out the paperwork, and I'm going like, man, this dog's cute. Bruce puts his paws on me, stands up, puts his paws on me as I'm filling out the paperwork, and I go, I'll kill everybody here. I'll take this dog. You know what I mean? And we fill out the paperwork. We're first in line.
Yeah.
Dina goes, let's come up with questions so we could ask these people about the dog.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Just a couple of questions, just to.
I thought there were gonna be questions for the dog on the ride home.
Yeah.
So, where are you from?
So, you said you didn't pay taxes?
Yeah, right.
In 2017.
How do you feel about a fish-based diet? Get me out of here. I was gonna say Bruce was actually putting his two paws on you, being like, "Please don't take me. I'm happy here. I have friends here."
He's making a noose out of the leash. He puts it on the holy shit handle.
Yes, the holy shit.
So we go to we fill out the form. We come with the questions.
Yeah.
Probably got like 15, 20 questions.
It's a lot, but okay.
You know I didn't come up with any of the questions.
None of them?
No, man.
You only had one question. Can I write this off on my taxes?
Yeah. This check is cash it in 2 months.
Yeah, right. I post-dated it. Is he qualify as a dependent?
Yeah. I'm just gonna say off the bat, he's a service dog. All right. So if anyone comes sniffing around here, you tell him. So the guy goes, he starts just talking.
Okay.
Starts telling us.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to tell you about a couple things before you take the dog.
This dog, a killer. You don't know what you're getting yourselves into.
If you say the words.
Yeah, right? Cover the dog's ears while I tell you this.
Let me tell you right now. You say Fritchenhausen? You say Fritchenhausen? This dog will tear the fuck out of anything you want.
That PTSD going to go through the roof.
Yeah, it is.
Say it with me.
Fritchenhausen. It's reckless. It's like he went through 7 tours of Iraq. He's a monster.
You got to be careful, though. I think he learned how to read lips.
Yeah.
Frickin'
He put a kitten in an armbar.
No German food in the house after 8 p.m., please.
So he starts answering the question. Just wailing through. We didn't even ask one question.
Yeah.
He's just going through it without even. You know what I mean?
He saw a white woman with a notepad, and he was like, "Let me just cover all these bases."
She didn't have the notepad this time. I had the phone out.
Okay.
And he's just going through it, and he goes, and I go, and he goes, "Any questions?"
Yeah.
And we look at each other. We go, "No, none." The fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You covered it all.
He covered it all. And I go, what was this about? I get suspicious. I go, what is this?
Why'd you get suspicious?
No, because it's just like there's so much information coming at you. And I go, what is this? Is this like normal? Do people ask questions? He goes, well, I just thought you knew what had happened. And I go,
what had happened?
Yeah.
Fritchenhausen?
I say it out loud. Bruce is holding a knife to the guy.
He's suddenly behind him?
Yeah, he's holding it to the guy's neck. Now who's wearing the leash? and he cuts the guy's throat.
Slowly.
Yeah, and he pulls his tongue. He gives him a fucking Colombian necktie. Now who's wearing the necktie?
Get my friend Bobby some water, goddammit. This guy's dehydrated.
Yeah. We're taking like 4 dogs with us. So.
Wait, what had happened?
Apparently, Lena Dunham had gotten a dog from this shelter and returned the dog a year later.
I forgot we were even talking about Lena Dunham.
Full fucking circle.
Full circle.
Full circle.
All
Brings the dog back.
He drops her name, too.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, bitch,
it was in
Lena
the news.
Dunham.
It was in the news. The shelter.
I remember hearing about this.
Yeah.
Now that you say it, yeah.
Yeah, they got shit. People were saying, they were giving out bad dogs.
There's no bad dogs, only bad owners, right?
Yes. Yeah, baby.
Gotcha, Bruce.
Yeah, baby.
Support Bark.
Yeah. So we're like, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She returned the dog.
What was her claim for bringing back the dog?
Said that the dog had mental issues.
I brought the dog to the gay pride parade, and he freaked out. I think my dog is homophobic.
Yeah. I don't understand. It's just because they're letting off fireworks and shooting glitter everywhere. He can't handle it?
Turns out my dog can't dance.
Yeah. You know the problem is? He can't have trauma worse than me.
Right. Yeah.
He can't be a bigger victim than me.
This dog is out traumaing me, and I can't have that for my career. My agent told me I need to get rid of this dog.
Yeah. I got to be the biggest victim here. So
meanwhile, the dog could have been all fucked up, but
yeah,
you notice that in the first 2 months.
But the guy says to me, when she took that dog here, when she took the dog out of here, I'm gonna tell you right now, that was a well-mannered, well-behaved dog.
Ooh,
no issues.
When
she brought it back, that dog had problems.
Right.
That dog had problems.
You heard it here first. Lena Dunham, bad dog owner.
And therefore, rat of the week. And coming back to this quote as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll read it again. When I go, I want my casket to be driven through the New York City Pride Parade with a plaque that reads, "She wasn't for everyone, but she," and then was with like stars around the boat, was for us. Yeah. Who can arrange? Insane. By the way,
I'm sure there's gay people and people part of the LGBTQ community who while they're all for support, they're still like, bitch, not all of us like you.
No,
okay?
No.
You can't be like, that's like being like...
That's insane.
Dennis Rooney wasn't for everybody, but he was for Latinos.
Yeah.
And Latinos being like, wait, what? Yeah. All of us?
Yeah.
Like,
and it's just like you have one Latin friend who's like, I kind of like him.
I mean, he's cool.
Right.
I never got any racism off of him, but
I mean, he always looked at me funny when we ate tacos.
What's this whole thing, though, of like, I was for them.
Yeah.
Now, parade me through the streets of New York on your big day.
Insane.
Yeah, that's super
utterly insane. Rat of the week behavior.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. And now, circle it around to our final topic of the day.
What do we got?
Dahmer out on Netflix.
Oh, speaking of LGBTQ.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. This is a banger of an episode.
Look how happy you are with a little bit of structure.
Yeah, it's not bad. I feel pretty good.
You're like a rescue dog that's finally on a food schedule.
It's pretty nice.
Like, this is incredible. I wake up, I get food every morning.
It's crazy. He holds the leash. I go for a walk.
Nobody said Frichtenhausen in weeks.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, right. It suddenly
triggers me.
The Manchurian Candidate.
Dahmer, you're watching it, right?
No, I'm not. I go in for some of the true crime stuff, but not a lot. Like, I really loved Mindhunter.
Man, true crime to me, I've said this on previous episodes, I think episodes you weren't on before, but I said that with true crime, it really upsets me because this is a family that had someone taken away from them in such an awful way, and now somebody is benefiting off their death.
Right.
And it's not like a funeral home that they're actively trying to give you peace.
Yeah.
It's someone who's just straight profiting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a rough situation.
And especially in this case, I think there's been controversy around the Dahmer series, even though a lot of people are saying they love it.
Yeah.
You got to watch it.
Sure.
There's also some people, members of the families of the victims, and just people in general who are like, we've done this Dahmer thing inside and out. We've done it a lot of times.
Enough is enough.
Enough's enough. Yeah. And it also seems to be getting a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not really, it's almost like a horror porn.
Yes.
Mindhunter was interesting because it showed how they would get into the heads of these serial killers. Mm-hmm. And it came at it from a lot of, it was pretty respectful to the victims. This seems to be very much just like, let us show you all the fucked up, weird things Dahmer did to these people. Right. And that's a little grotesque.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I think it is. And there are a lot of stories, I think, that could be told.
Right.
But this will always be what TV and Hollywood and movies do.
Yeah.
That's rehash. They'll beat a topic as much as they can because for them, this is the safest thing they can do. They know people love what's the thing called true crime.
Yeah.
They know people are obsessed with Dahmer. They know that this will automatically get the views.
Right.
However, recently there was a news article that came out where the LGBTQ community does not want the LGBTQ tag on the Dahmer series.
Yeah. Pretty funny. Off the
It is
bat,
funny.
just to find out that the Dahmer series was tagged with LGBTQ.
Yes, yeah, because it'd be like RuPaul's Drag Race and then other shows in the same game. Dahmer.
Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Yes.
Dahmer.
Yeah,
you know
it keeps coming back.
It goes from Queer Eye where it's like you need to use moisturizer on your face, and then Dahmer's like, I want your face.
So it's that's the thing.
On the other hand, too,
right?
Well, I do agree that it's egregious. We've done this a lot.
Right.
Have some respect for the remaining members of the families, blah, blah, blah. I also feel like you don't need to watch it. It's not being shoved down your throat. It's not 1960 and everyone's going to watch it.
Yeah.
But also when you're trying to
the tag should be there.
No. The LGBTQ tag should be taken off. But as for like whether they should do it at all, make another series about Dahmer. Is it insensitive? Blah, blah, blah. Respect for the families. That I'm kind of like, listen, people can make content about whatever they want. It's not being shoved down your throat.
Right.
But it must be a bummer to be trying to queue up the newest Adam Sandler Halloween movie, and there's that guy who killed your uncle back in the 70s.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Like your mom hasn't gotten over it because she lost her brother,
right?
And you have to constantly deal with this. And it's like, hey, let's sit in on a Saturday night and watch a movie. And it's like that comes up. So I'm gonna say this. Yes, in that regard, of course.
Sure.
But if we're talking about just strictly the LGBTQ tag on the show, I say, keep it.
Leave it on?
Leave it on. And this is why.
Wait, real quick. Was Dahmer LGBTQ or were most of his victims or both?
Both.
Okay, that's what he'd do. He'd kind of lure him, because I'm not that familiar, to be honest.
Yeah.
But he'd kind of lure him with like, let's have a little fun.
Right.
And then it wasn't fun.
No, it turns out.
Fucking bait and switched on these motherfuckers.
Disgusting.
All right, what do you think?
I say keep the tag on.
Yeah?
Yeah. Listen, not every one of your stories are going to be successful ones.
Interesting take.
Yeah. They're your hero. It's not always going to be heroes.
Right.
You know what I mean? There are awful Indian people in the world. Mm-hmm. There are awful people from Queens.
Right.
Trump is from Queens.
Yeah. Not that Trump is awful.
Huh? Yeah, right. Okay, sure. I guess, whatever.
We're down the middle politically.
Yeah,
remember?
Okay, right.
We don't take
absolutely.
sides.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. We put on some MAGA hats.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
So, but that's what I'm saying is like the things that you associate with.
Yeah.
You're not always going to have heroes.
It's kind of like the thing about.
And if you want to feel part of a society where everyone is equal, I think you got to take the licks.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. Is the LGBTQ community marginalized?
Right.
Of course.
Sure.
No one is denying that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's the case at all. No, of course they are. But this is a person who's a person of color saying this like, listen, are there fucking people that are shitty that are Indian? Of course. Are there New Yorkers that are shitty? Absolutely. 100%. And it being Indian, it is a marginalized community. It's a person of color, whatever. But that means, and I'm not saying, but I am saying this though. There's several heroes. In the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
Harvey Milk comes to mind.
Sure.
So people that were there for Stonewall riots.
Yeah.
You know, all those people. Fantastic. But I still think, though, there are a couple bad fucking apples.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need to highlight them, too.
It's kind of like the whitewashing of American history, where like certain textbooks, they're like, they don't include stuff. And it's like, well, it doesn't paint us in a good light. And it's like, well, we did it.
Yeah.
The United States did it.
You can't be like, oh, a lot of people love this true crime shit.
Yeah.
And I'm sure some of them are part of the LGBTQ community.
Right.
So it's like, what? Now you get to love true crime, but only when it's straight guys killing women?
I will say that...
I just think it's a little like... listen, I get it. It sucks that this guy is a piece of shit murdering. Of course.
Yeah.
One of the...
You know what sucks even worse? He was gay. Now he's smearing the LGBTQ community with bad behavior.
You want to know something pretty wild that I found out? You know the word thug is actually rooted as an Indian word.
Really?
Yeah. It's there was this group of people. I think, or the Boon Thugga is like, I don't, that's like I'm not saying it right.
That's a good Boom Thugger, though. That's
right. It's
I want to hear that album.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
So there was this group I think it was either one guy or like a group of guys, small group of guys that were murdering people in India.
Okay.
And like an obscene amount of people.
Right. Usually when you think serial killers, you think states, the United States.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is like, also like other countries, they have their own, obviously, but this doesn't really ever, it doesn't ever get brought to light.
Right.
Canada, we see a little bit of it now because of true crime stuff in the States. But the point is, you have that going on, and this is an insane, this guy, the word thug comes from that.
Yeah.
And this group of people, or one dude, were murdering people in mass, dude.
Right.
And it's like, would I watch this thing if it came out on Netflix and it had, yeah, absolutely. And if it was tagged Indian, 100%.
I would go the other way. I'd be like, we need to eliminate the phrase thug from our vernacular to protect our Indian brethren. I got you, bro. I got you.
This is wokeness at its worst.
I don't want anyone
wokeness
smearing anything.
at its worst. Oh, my God.
The only reason I kind of disagree with, because I do think that's a very interesting point you make, and there is some logic to it, and there is some reason to it. However, generally, when you see a tag like that on media, it's because that content is supposed to be celebrating.
Feel good, right.
Feel good, celebrating this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to go to HBO and go to the like Black Story section and find out about, I don't know, I can't think of an example.
Django?
No, that's even Django was a good guy.
Yeah, 12 Years a Slave?
No, who was a black person who was horrible?
Oh, yes.
The other way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not white people being terrible.
Yeah.
Right.
Can we even, hold on, let's sit on this a second.
Right, okay, sure.
Black people, not generally serial killers, very much a white thing.
Well, there was like one or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's always some outliers.
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah. Probably a white neighborhood they grew up in.
100%.
It got to them.
That makes sense.
No, I can't think of any like really...
But that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I mean. You wouldn't want to go to that and then see like the guy who smears your name.
Yeah, but I'm not. But you got to look at the entire catalog.
Yeah.
Look at the entire list of things. You got RuPaul's Drag Race. You got Queer Eye for the show. Queer Eye. You got all these other shows, and those are all great shows.
Right.
But it's like, why can't that also be in there? You know what I mean?
It can be.
I think that
and it was. I love the fact that someone at Netflix originally was like, well, yeah, Dahmer was gay, right?
Yeah.
I'll put that LGBTQ stamp on there.
Hashtag no, send.
Someone drops that article on their desk 2 weeks later. What the fuck is this, Steve? Like, what? I thought he was...
You told me I need to hashtag more.
Yeah, you said I needed to be on top of this.
Yeah. Well, this is me giving it back to you.
Gay Pride Month is... Every month we need to be on top of this. You know what I mean?
I just think that kind of stuff sort of adds. I think to me,
you want some young gay kid to be cruising through, looking at all the gay options, come across Dahmer, watch it, and say, "My options are not limited. My options are not limited due to my sexuality."
I want it to be the same way, where they would be like, "Oh man, I can't believe. Look at this. We all, you know what I mean? There's a similarity. There's a common thread here. Not every serial killer is a straight white guy."
Right.
You know, sometimes it's a gay white guy.
Yeah.
You know? I just think of it as a binding thing.
Right.
I'm not looking at it as like, oh, this is your fault. This guy's an asshole. You should own up to him.
Right.
I'm thinking of it as like, listen.
Yeah, you're not saying you demand answers from the LGBTQ community.
No. I just think that in this situation, it kind of is. It's a commonality. That this is something that people in this community face, much as another community would face as well.
Right.
So, there we go. Pretty solid, right?
I mean, I hope we get some feedback on it.
I hope so, too.
I want to hear what you think.
Yeah,
all right?
absolutely. 100%. Yeah. All right, so what do you got?
Well, listen, I finally cracked 1,000 followers on Instagram. I want more. Follow me on Instagram at dennisrooney7. I'm only 997 away from 2,000, and that's the next goal, okay?
So, listen, for those who've been sharing the clips, it's been sharing enough where people have been writing, we got a nasty comment.
We got good comments. We got some haters, too.
And listen, I'm going to tell you right now,
I love it.
There is nothing you can say on the videos that's truly going to bother me.
Yeah.
And I don't care. But I do welcome them all.
Anything you say on the videos, good or bad, I will figure out a way to take it personally in a negative light. So
he's gonna let this eat him all day long.
Yeah.
And I will be laughing my head off.
Right.
Yeah. So all day KCA. There's dates on there for shows and shit like that. Also, if you guys want, there we go. You could buy a shirt.
Buy a shirt.
It's $20. This is my merch. So if you buy it, I'll send it to you. $20. And plus shipping. I mean, I'll try to minimize the cost of that as much as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, should be like $25 if you want it shipped to you. You can have a shirt. And there you go. And thank you guys for tuning into City of Rats, and we'll see you next week.